Hello, good evening, everyone. It's a Monday evening in India and it's different time zones everywhere. But I'm sure that all of us are looking forward to the event today, and we are all excited to showcase the wonderful art of and talent of our participants today. Without much further ado, I would like to introduce myself. I'm Maurya HB. I'm a senior fellow of the Melton Foundation from the batch of 2013. And currently, I am working in Capgemini as a HR consultant and as a senior fellow task team member for the Bangalore campus. To give a small brief about the Melton Foundation to people who are not aware of our beautiful and amazing foundation, here it goes. The Melton Foundation is a US based not for profit organization that promotes and enables global citizenship as a way to work together across boundaries to tackle the problems of today's interconnected world. To achieve this, the Melton Foundation offers fellowships to young change agents in order to develop their capacity as effective and ethical leaders, equipped to act locally with a global context in mind. Along with its fellowship program, the Melton Foundation also promotes the advancement of the UN Sustainable Goals by working with the global citizens and changemakers in different parts of the world via hubs, thereby multiplying tactical reach to motivated individuals. Since its founding in 1991, the Melton Foundation has built a network of over 500 Melton Fellows across 6 countries, namely Chile, China, India, Germany, Ghana, and the United States. We carry out our programs in collaboration with experienced global citizens and myriad partner organizations worldwide. This year, we are organizing a virtual Global Citizenship Week to convene community members, organizations, practitioners, innovators, and advocates from across the globe to collaborate and tap into the collective intelligence in order to share, design, drive, and create a social impact. The Global Citizenship Week is an 8 day long celebration of global citizenship comprising town halls, ideation marathons, panel discussions, intercultural showcases, and more taking place from April 17th to 25th of this month under the theme of putting global citizenship into practice. Today's flagship Melton Foundation Open Mic, namely Unity in Diversity, is being organized as part of this Global Citizenship Week, which aims to offer a platform for talented artists to showcase their art in any of its various forms as we celebrate global citizenship and, more importantly, the value of cultural diversity. This event is being live streamed on YouTube. So, welcome to an evening where diversity will come alive in many forms through storytelling, poetry, music, dance, among others. Now, moving on to our very first artist, I would like to share a small brief about the performance and the artists themselves. Communication is the key. We as humans, we fall short of descriptive verbal language to express, to domain the difficult and to expand on a thought process. The power of expression through words is a magical dimension to experience. Minal Sukumar is a writer, poet, and a performer from Bangalore, India. She holds an MA in writing from the National University of Ireland, Galway, and currently works as a content creator in her hometown. Minal was 11 when she decided to get into the business of writing stories, a phase which some are still waiting for her to outgrow. In 2017, when she co founded the literary collective Mouth of Word with the aim of giving more performing writers a stage. Her own work aims at building awareness around gender discrimination and mental health in India. With that, Minal, we welcome you to this open mic, and the stage is all yours.
Hi everyone. Thank you so much for having me. I'm thrilled to be kicking off this event tonight. I'll be performing a bit of spoken word poetry for you. The poem I've chosen is fairly new and raw. I hope you feel it as much as I do. It's called Survivors on a Subreddit. One of you wrote about a world too loud, of injustice, chaos, and fear that will not be quiet in your head. It was titled, I'm Scared, and I had to check twice if I wrote it myself in some past desolation. It was late at night or early in the morning, depends on how you feel about the moon. A convoluted dream forced me awake, a party on a terrace, indifference in the air like the stench of something rotting. Old lovers, new enemies, my frightened heart breaking under a t-shirt covered in sequins, switch. To an army in black on the horizon, women screaming into a void, helicopters with explosives chasing me through the streets, fire everywhere. Switch. To a person I once knew, needle in a vein, death in his vacant, reflective eyes, switch, 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 until I hurtled back to consciousness, watery sweat in my armpits and terror in every inch of my limbs. Reddit was the only escape I still allowed myself. Someone else wrote about a mental breakdown at work. Should I just quit? I replied yes, and then deleted it. I typed in no. One day won't define the rest, but the words felt wrong, so I did not hit send. My own empty office desk rolled into view to tap one foot impatiently. I pushed it from my mind and eventually replied with a single heart emoji. I didn't have answers yet for her or me, only love. Another woman admitted that she believed her partner was going to leave with their toddler in tow, a tragic result of her taste for anxiety and alcohol. I cried for her, sent out a personal message. There are many who know the need to heal a persistent low with a temporary high. I beg her to be honest, to let herself be soft in his arms, to trust in her own courage and beauty. All the things I couldn't do for love. She replied, forgive yourself. The next confession made me smile. Am I the only one who checks if my camera and mic are off 7 billion times in a 7-minute meeting? You're not alone, I posted. Good to know, arrived in return. As I scrolled on, my midnight purple curtains absorbed the dawn, turning waxy with drops of light. The sight gave me courage. I titled it, I'm scared too. 2 minutes later, let me help. 5 minutes later, we're all still figuring it out. 10 minutes later, don't give up. You're stronger than you know. It was enough. These comments from strangers, faceless soulmates across borders, brothers and sisters with different homes and similar cracks, it was more than enough. My phone went dark. A stunning sun shattered the night, and I found dreamless sleep from a lullaby in my own voice. Today is ash, but tomorrow promises phoenix wings. Today is broken, but tomorrow is indestructible. Today belongs to pain, but tomorrow belongs to me. Uh, so yeah, that's that's the poem that I wanted to perform for you all. I hope you enjoyed it. This poem came to life a couple of months ago when I was in a place where I believed nobody would ever understand the absolute mess in my head. A friend of mine suggested Reddit at the time. I'd never really tried it out before. So I gave it a shot, and that's what happened. I wanted to perform this poem today because I think the poem definitely has its roots in the idea that unity is diversity. We are constantly divided by borders, race, gender, class, and so on. I think it's important to remember in this world that we live in, especially, that our hearts and minds are the same, even in difference. Thanks for being a part of this. Thanks for listening. And thank you so much to the Melton Foundation for the invite to participate in this wonderful event.
Thank you so much, Minal. I mean, especially during this pandemic time, I think the words which you spoke truly mean a lot to every one of us. You brought out alive a beautiful language of words today, simply showing us that simplicity and expression are two sides of a coin. We aim and gain through words a narrative that's powerfully come alive. Thank you once again for cherishing us with those beautiful words and taking your time out to make us believe in those words. Next up is one of my favorite humans, and her name is Alafia Stewart. Her music as a bit of a souls, the pervasive script her music follows is therapeutic in its own beautiful way. So Alafia Stewart, who is the learning director of the Melton Foundation, and her music being a favorite medium is to interpret the world. Singing has given her many joys in her life, and she spent quite a few of the college days singing at nightclub in New Orleans. So today she's with us to bring out her talent and to, brighten our evening today. So welcome, Alafia, and the stage is all yours.
Thank you so much, Moria, and welcome everyone to this open mic session. I'm so excited to be a part of it. I have a companion this evening. It's bright and early at 7 a.m. Almost 7 a.m. here in California. And I just want to talk to you all about just the power in the human spirit. During the pandemic, I became an instant parent to a wonderful little baby girl who is my cousin. And through her, I have learned resilience, importance of community, and just being present and in the moment. And in mothering her, I have wishes for her. I have desires for her. I have desires for her future. And obviously, so does she. And she'd like to talk about them. But for now, I'd like to sing you all a song that I sing to her sometimes. And hopefully, you'll be able to hear it. But if not, you'll be able to hear her. And the song is called You Gotta Be. So these are the hopes that I have for her to be whoever she wants to be in the world. And I'm super excited to share this with you. And we sing it sometimes in the morning. So yeah, and I'll be doing it a cappella. So please bear with me. You ready, kiddo? Ready? Yeah. Okay. Listen as your day unfolds. Challenge what the future holds. Try to keep your head up to the sky. Lovers, they may cause you tears. Go ahead, release your fears. Stand up and be counted. Don't be ashamed to cry. You gotta be bad. You gotta be bold. You gotta be wiser. You gotta be hard. You gotta be tough. Gotta be stronger. You gotta be cool. You gotta be calm. You gotta stay together. All I know is love will save the day. Herald what your mother said. Read the books your father read. Try to solve the puzzles in your own sweet time. Some may have more cash than you. Others take a different view. My, oh my, hey, hey, hey. You gotta be bad, you gotta be bold, you gotta be wiser. You gotta be hard, you gotta be tough, you gotta be stronger. You gotta be cool, you gotta be calm, you gotta stay together. All I know, love will save the day. Time asks no questions, it goes on without you. leaving you behind if you can't stand the pace. The world keeps on spinning, can't stop it if you try to. Long as everything is staring you in the face. Oh, listen as your day unfolds. Challenge what the future holds. Try to keep your head up to the sky. Lovers, they may cause you tears. Go ahead, release your fears. Stand up and be counted. Don't be ashamed to cry. You gotta be bad. You gotta be bold. You gotta be wiser. You gotta be hard. You gotta be tough. Gotta be stronger. You gotta be cool. You gotta be calm. You gotta stick together. All I know is love will save the day. Thank you all so much for allowing me to be a part of this incredible event. And thank you for letting us share with you our morning song. My hope is that in the future, we raise daughters who are not afraid to stand up and be counted, who are not afraid to say what's on their mind, and who are not afraid to take over the world. Thank you so much.
Wow. I think this was the best duet I ever seen, and she just grabbed this whole stage. To feel, to perceive, to indulge, and to allow, every syllable, every chorus brought in us a sense of enlivenment. Thank you so much, Alafia, for that beautiful song. I'm sure that it resonated with all and a lot of people, just not for us, but also in our families and everyone. So thank you once again. Next up, we have another beautiful performer, and this is going to be a visual delight for all of us. If you ask me what to do, I'll tell you I came to live out loud. So we all have our own version to express the deeper longing to life. Dancing is one of them that invalidates the true essence of art. Claris Nadini from Nairobi, Kenya, is a junior at Ashesi University studying mechanical engineering. Her favorite quote is, if you ask me why I came to this life, I'll tell you, to live out loud by Emma Zola. Her strongest hobby is dancing, and dancing is one of the in her calm. So we have a recorded video of hers, which we are going to play for all of you. So here you go.
Go. Do me nice, do me good, do me well, gradually. Now you are the vibe, so now you be my remedy. Give me good vibes, give me positive energy. Me, I can't ever leave you for nobody. Yeah. Salema, yeah. Go back, yeah. All I do, yeah. Give me some, yeah. Come and play, just play like every day. See, I got only eyes on you, and I wanna put my hands on you. Me, I cannot do anything bad to you, but I can't do anything bad for you. I got only eyes on you, and I wanna put my hands on you. Me, I cannot do anything bad to you, but I can't do anything bad for you.
One number, one number, one number, one number, one number. Are you liar? Eti nimemlambisha ananambia chumbeza, chumbeza. Tena nikizidisha ananambia koleza, koleza. Nikitaka kusitisha ananambia ongeza, ongeza. Japo imethibitishwa ila itampoteza. Ikipanda ni bala, ikishuka ndo hatari, asijepata madhara, akaikosa na hali. Ladha yake msala, shira ya Kizanzibari, na misi mjimi wala, akitaka nampa aisukari, nampatia sugar sukari, nampatia sukari, nampatia sugar sukari, nampatia sukari, nampatia sugar sukari, nampatia sukari, nampatia sugar sukari, nampatia. Na akili yangu.
Remember the road that will lead you that will lead you that will lead you
Master Gigi.
I have a quick message from Claris, who could not be here today because she's actually in class right now. She said that dancing brings her a lot of joy, and she just wanted you to feel that joy through her video. And I for sure felt a lot of joy. And for 3 minutes, I think I forgot about the rest of the day, and I had a constant smile on my face. So I hope y'all enjoyed that video as well.
Sonali, you'll be sharing her record message.
No, that was the message, Mama.
Oh, okay.
Really, that was me, the recorded message.
Okay, perfect. Okay, and I'm sure that all of us, as Sonali said, we were mesmerized by the dance. She brought a grace, opulence, depth, and sound nuances of expressions coming alive. So thank you, Claris, and please concentrate in class. Saying that, let's move on to an artist who is a junior of mine, and her name is Sangeeta S. Music is a rhythmic intention of the soul. We perceive music through nature, heartbeats, and perforated dilemmas of life. Sangeeta is a third-year electrical engineering student at BMS College of Engineering. Music is a passion, and she started a journey with classical singing when she was 6. She got a Vidwat degree when she was 18 and also teaches music since then. She currently serves as a senior coordinator of Minal, the Indian music team of BMS. She would like to showcase a mix of Indian classical, light vocal, and an authentic Indian devotional folk song. So Sangeeta, we are all yours, and the stage is all yours.
Thank you so much, Maurya, for the introduction, and a very good evening to all of you here. So the beauty of Indian music lies in its intricacy and spontaneity. Today, I'd like to present a medley of 4 different songs depicting various emotions and across various genres. Hope you all enjoy the performance. दर्द के अंधेरों से आ गए उजालों में इश्क के चरागों का नूर है खराबों में दर्द के अंधेरों से आ गए उजालों में इश्क के चिरागों का नूर है ख्यालों में। नजरों से तेरी छाप दिल तरफ हो गए, दिल तरफ हो गए। सनी धनी ध पद प म ग रे स न रे स। मेरे मौला, मेरे मौला, मेरे मौला, मेरे मौला तेरा शुक्रिया। कुछ भी नहीं है ये जहां, तू है तो है इसमें जिंदगी। कुछ भी नहीं है ये जहां, तू है तो है इसमें जिंदगी। अब मुझको जाना है कहाँ, कि तू ये सफर आखिरी, कि तेरी और मुझको लेके चले दुनिया भर के सब रास्ते। मैं तुझको कितना चाहती हूँ तू कभी सोच ना सके। मेरे लिए दुनिया छोड़ दी है, तुझ पे ही सांस आके रुके। मैं तुझको कितना चाहती हूँ तू कभी सोच ना सके। यूं ही बरस बरस काली घटा बरसे, हम यार भीग जाए इस चाहत की बारिश में। मेरी खुली खुली लतों को सजाए तू अपनी उंगलियों से, मैं तो हूँ इसी ख्वाहिश में। सर्दी की रातों में हम सोए रहे एक चादर में, दोनों तन्हा हो ना कोई भी रहे इस घर में। जरा जरा महकता है आज तो मेरा तन बदन। मैं प्यासी हूँ मुझे भर ले अपनी बाहों में है मेरी कसम तुझको सनम दूर कहीं ना जा। ये दूरी कहती है पास मेरे आ जा रे। सारा आधार कुणाचा नाही बिघडल कोणी पार जीवाला झाडे हे भरड दे समजा झाड चिरपची ढाळ दे नविती पंच प्राण जीवरत धाड रे कर पडा झाडाला शिवार तरी नाही धीर सांडला खेळ मांडला. So that was the end of my performance, and thank you so much for having me here today, and have a great evening ahead. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much, Sangeeta. I am going to hold you for a live concert once the pandemic is over.
Sure, definitely.
Sangeeta revealed to us the various dimensions that we bear as individuals that come alive through the beats, rhythm, harmony, and repetition, largely elements that emphasize our personalities in several different ways. Saying that, and with the music in our ears, let's move on to our next artist. The power of fire is indulgent in its most mythological form. Without fire, our existence is a nil. Here we have an artist who shall ignite the fire in you. Yakube is a flow artist and fire performer currently based in Bangalore, where he has played an instrumental role in setting up and spreading the flow arts community. A self-taught practitioner, he primarily spins poi and lebanon along with various other props such as palm torches, puppy hammer, staff, and a dapo star. A prolific and enthusiastic performer, his love for flow arts is immediately apparent in his unique flow style, which combines aspect of dance and juggling into his flow. The co-founder of Indie Flow, a flow arts organization and prop shop, he has introduced flow arts to the wider community by hosting multiple workshops and jams over the past few years. Yakube, we are looking forward to your performance, and it's all you.
Cool, Maurya. Thank you for the introduction. I hope you can hear me. Yeah?
Yes, we can. Yeah.
Awesome. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to quickly do a small fire performance, and then after maybe I will talk a bit about it. Yeah. So host, if you're ready with your audio, now would be a good time to start. Okay. So whoever is please can you read that? Can you read that?
Sonali, can you read that? Also, you can pin this video to the screen.
Yeah.
So we go in 3, 2, 1, okay?
Yeah. Sounds good. I'm ready. Thank you.
Brilliant, absolutely brilliant. I was very much sure that, like, watching you live would be out of the world experience, because I literally had goosebumps just through this virtual medium. I mean, it's way better than any CGI, any effects.
Because you can actually hear the flames, you can hear the flames, feel the heat. You can see I'm drenched. It's like I've taken a shower.
That's beautiful. Do you have anything to say, Yakube, to our audience who's watching you?
Yes, actually. So I just want to say, talk a bit about it. Just give me a second. Take that. No problem. Yeah. So like I say, so this is Poi. What I'm doing specifically is Poi. Poi is 2 ways on the string. All this comes under the category of flow art. Flow art is it's a cross-disciplinary art form which involves juggling, martial arts, circus, dance, various different things, And yeah, it's something that has really changed my life. Like it's a very transformative experience. What I've been trying to do is get people to get into it, get people to try it out, because you don't have to be a performer, you don't have to do fire. But you can sit at home, you can play with your hoop, you can play with your Poi, just put some music, spend a couple of hours. I believe it's like playing, as an adult. And something I don't think we tend to do often. We have played a lot as kids, but as adults, no, we're just working, maybe partying, whatever vices. But you don't play. You don't have pure play just for the sake of play. And that's something I believe is something we've missed, and something that really adds a lot of happiness to your life, So yeah, this is something I go around showing people this. I try to get them to try it out. Of course, the people see fire, they're like, oh no, I can't do fire. But it's practice, honestly, and you don't have to do fire. The actual act itself is so rewarding, so satisfying. Yeah, that's pretty much all I want to share about it. I mean, of course, I can go on. I can talk about art, honestly. Yeah, so that's how this goes. Yeah, I'm super glad the Melton Foundation has got me on board for this. I'm glad to have an opportunity to showcase this art to more and more people on a global stage, especially. So yeah, thank you so much for inviting me here.
I'm sure a lot of us, are made aware of the beautiful art form today. And thank you so much for bringing it to life. Fire, being one of the most powerful elements on earth today, was expressed in its most sublime form, an expression of fierce, loud, and prolific ability of the humankind that came alive through movement, texture, atomizing a bigger purpose in this universe. So thank you once again, Yakube, for this amazing and mesmerizing performance. Next up, an amalgamation of culture, home, and the art. Our personalities diversified from kith to kin, with rhythm and harmony being our alibis. Vicente Campos, a business student, lover of sports such as tennis, soccer, and skiing. He also loves music and how people can express themselves in it. He exemplifies an era or be part of the culture of people. Constanza Gutierrez is a recently graduated English teacher who loves music, dance, and all forms of human expression. She loves to sing and play the guitar. Also a teacher, she loves to use the tool that she learns with the experience to be able to contribute something new and different in the education system. With this, we have a recorded duet of both of them. And Sonali, please play it for all of us. Thank you.
Para olvidarme de ti voy a cultivar la tierra. En ella espero encontrar remedio para mis penas. Allí plantaré el rosal de las espinas más gruesas. Tendré lista la corona para cuando en mí te mueras. Para mi tristeza violeta azul, clavelina roja pa' mi pasión. Y para saber si te corresponde, deshojo un blanco manzanillón. Si me quiere mucho, poquito, nada, tranquilo que ya estén florecidos, tira lejos tus recuerdos. De la flor de la amapola seré su mejor amiga. La pondré bajo la almohada para dormirme tranquila. Para mi tristeza violeta azul, clavelina roja para mi pasión. Y para saber si me corresponde de su un blanco manzanillo. Si me quiere mucho, poquito, nada, tranquilo queda mi corazón. Pollo de toronjil cuando me aumenten las penas. Las flores de mi jardín han de ser mis enfermeras. Y si acaso yo me ausento antes que tú te arrepientas, heredarás estas flores, ven a curarte con ellas. Para mi tristeza violeta azul, clavelina roja para mi pasión. Y para saber si me corresponde de su ojo blanco manzanillón. Si me quiere mucho, poquito, nada, tranquilo queda mi corazón. Si me quiere mucho, poquito, nada, tranquilo queda mi corazón.
Brilliant, brilliant. Sonali, would Constanza, anyone would want to say a few words?
They're here with
Hi
us.
everyone.
Ha, Vicente, take
Okay,
the
brilliant.
mic is
Listen,
yours.
Now you say that we chose this song by Violeta Parra because she's one of the most important singers in the history of Latin America and the history of Chile. It's part of the folklore of our country, and it's a song that all the people of Chile knows, and it's very important for us because we play this song when we were children in our schools, and still playing this song when still now. So that I hope that you enjoy the cover.
absolutely. I'm sure of that. Having lived in Chile for 2 months and most of my close friends being from Chile, I've got to experience the culture and the deep history that's rooted with it. And culture is one of the favorite forms of expression in almost all of the world, especially in Chile. And thank you so much for reminding me of my time there and also about the deep history of Chile. Thank you, Constanza, and thank you, Vicente, for this beautiful song. They say, what's in the word they say? Today, we'll witness some magic, some stories coming alive in a manner that should perceive the word, spoken word. Harshini is a self-taught artist and an architecture student. She engages in she has multifaceted interests and uses diverse art forms to communicate stories. This performance gives an idea of how culture takes form within a household, and this diversity varies with each house. Harshini, we're looking forward to it, and stage is all yours.
Okay. Hello, everyone. I'm Harshini and I'm from Bangalore. And I've written this poem just to convey how, even though culture is so diverse, you can take a small chunk of it in your each house and make it your own. So the poem is called Spelling Culture. And here's how it goes. Amma, as a teacher, even outside work, she taught me the culture she knows even before I learned how to spell it, C-U. She made us practice enough to not tell the difference between instinct and learned behavior between Tuesdays and Thursdays. Culture came home dressed in bright colors and elegance, long streamers of flower adorning hair with anklets informing her arrival. Yes, a streak of vibhuti was part of her outfit, C-U-L. Culture came home with some rules: no meat on the Ganesha plate, no black on birthdays, no making food on the plate weight. Culture didn't identify with one gender, but pronouns she, they, controlling what she does, scripting what they say. She came with a metric to follow, measuring the length of hair, clothes, and the degree of ethnicness on festivals. Culture says you do not need to know why. There's wisdom in what comes down from the ages and what we follow as a mass, C-U-L-T. She says if you practice enough, you'll soon forget to question. Don't ask Amma. She'll say, do what you want. And Appa will say, Ada summa pandra, which means simply do it. Amma has told me culture shape shifts through each door because Appa decides when the lamp is lit and when the bells ring, even if my neighbors are asleep. Culture shows up as method and repetition. Yes, every Friday is auspicious. No, you can't cut your nails after 6. And yes, you do have to wash your hair. Amma has explained culture as a form of love and faith helping through daily hardships, not as flexibility, improvement, convenience, or adaptation. CULT. You are a part of it too, but in our house, culture breaks gender norms. Appa drapes the goddess, Amma buys supplies, my sister is the MVP, and I am the errands boy. My parents have helped me realize that if you look beyond the whys, you will find clean houses on unexpected days. Culinary skills, 9 types of fruits at once, family time, socialization, and great customer service for your guests. There will be days when culture is nothing but doubt, compulsion, and frustration, and we're allowed those days. And on those days when I ask Amma if I should wear ethnic, she'll say it's okay to wear a t-shirt and jeans. And when you absolutely cannot understand her, routine will replace anger. Amma will still pack you a lunchbox. Consistency will replace confusion, and Appa will still help you find the right side of a banana leaf. Forgiveness will replace haste, and you won't hold on to that stranger's comment. So the next time you question culture, maybe look at it through an emotional lens. Maybe look at it as an answer to human possibility. Maybe look at it as a way of learning from each other, and then we'll be able to spell CULTURE. Thank you.
Brilliant, brilliant, brilliant. I mean, I'm sure that you captured the intentions and the thoughts and the feelings of like 90% of Indian households with those beautiful words, Harshini. I mean, I could relate to almost every word of it, and I totally agree with what you said. I mean, from reading buildings to allowing a wonderful description of art, we witness some stories and narrators talking a certain language through our screens. And thank you, Harshini, for bringing a small part of our life through the words which you've spoken today. Next up, art is a punctuated continuity of personalities coming alive. May Garces is one of my role models, and she's a global citizen born in Temuco, Chile. As a member of international NGOs, she has done workshops and talks around concepts like interculturality, identity, global citizenship, human-centered design, perception and art, creativity, and self-care. She currently works as a language teacher and research collaborator in cognition and didactics. She would like to play a couple of folkloric songs from Chile and from her own heritage, as well as show some art pieces she's done this pandemic to talk about the role of art and self-care. Guys, everyone, your eyes on the screen because this is gonna blow you guys out of the world. Sonali, let's play the video.
Wow, that's a lot of pressure. But anyhow, I thank you very much for organizing this and for being among all these wonderful people, these wonderful poems, these wonderful songs. I'm very, very, very grateful. So yes, let's begin very fast because we don't have so much time. I want to begin with a little quote from Terence McKenna that says, "We have been to the moon. We have charted the depth of the ocean and the heart of the atom, but we fear of looking inward to ourselves because we sense that there is where all the contradictions flow together." Contradictions. So this is a big word in this pandemic, and I will tell you a spoken poetry piece that I made a few years back that has helped me a lot during these pandemic times and how to deal with myself. So here it goes. To take care of one's own feelings, to validate them, to invite them to come to dinner for a long sobremesa, to discuss about issues, to consider them as family, to demand respect from them, to not ignore them, no, but to not shelter them either, to share them when they're being confusing, to say, the feelings are being confusing, not with shame, but with care, awareness. The feelings are messy. Let's give them time to untangle themselves. Let's see if other feelings around are clearer. Let's mark them as safe. Let's arrange words to call them when we need them. This is how it feels to be sad. This is how it feels to be frustrated, discouraged, inspired, excited, surprised. Let's hug some feelings with words so that they can feel secure. Not to imprison them, no, to give them a different kind of freedom. Freedom to fly out of one's heart and be felt by others. Not to enslave feelings inside words, but to recognize them as something more than just emotions. We will see them now and call them by their name. We will consider them a birthplace of songs to be sang with others, with a common language of shared emotions, for a better exploration of one's own thoughts, for a better understanding of a present dimension, to intentionally knit together the fabric of a shared world. So this time has been very difficult. I have been in a role of caretaker. There have been people sick around me and I have had to take care of them. And so I have gone to different emotions that I don't feel usually. So I'm gonna show you some art pieces, like drawings and paintings that I've done in this time, just to try to understand. And just remember that this art gives us just some time to understand, just a little bit of time to listen to our own emotions, to what we think, to not really just have an opinion immediately, you know, but actually to have a better conclusions. The jail. I was in a very small apartment in Santiago. And this one is one that it describes a lot of the feelings that I was having, you know, when your brain is kind of like swollen for not knowing where to go or what decision to take. And you can see me there, like very little running. And this is just to, I don't know, invite you to, even though emotions have been described by many poets and artists around the world for a long time, the feelings in your body, because your body is unique, they're going to be unique and they deserve some time as well. And it is not only that they deserve it, but you need it. You need this space in order to decide, to take better decisions. And I am just going to move forward more fast. I have some songs. I will sing just a piece of two that talk about my heritage. Yes, I'm Chilean, but I'm also culturally Jewish. So I'm going to sing a little song that we used to sing every Friday night for Shabbat. It's a very known Jewish song. And that brings a lot of contradictions inside of me as well, because of the atrocities that the Zionist party is doing in Palestinian territories. So that is something also that tells me that this is something important for me. But here it goes. Shalom Aleichem, Malachei Shalem, Malachei Elyon, Mi Melech, Malachei Amlachim, HaKadosh Baruch Hu. Buachim Yosher, Malachei Shalom, Malachei Elyon, Mi Melech, Malachei Amlachim, HaKadosh Baruch Hu, HaKadosh Baruch Hu. and the other little song that I'm gonna sing, it's a little song of a Chilean tune that also brings a lot of contradictions because of for a long time hidden story of the coup. For a lot of the Chilean population, it was unknown. So this is of an artist called Victor Jara that was killed in the National Stadium. And so here it goes. Te recuerdo, Amanda, la calle mojada, corriendo a la fábrica donde trabajaba Manuel. La sonrisa ancha, la lluvia en el pelo, no importaba nada. Ibas a encontrarte con él, con él, con él, con él, con él. Son 5 minutos, la vida se eterna en 5 minutos. Suena la sirena, de vuelta al trabajo, y tú caminando, lo iluminas todo, los 5 minutos te hacen florecer. Te recuerdo, Amanda, la calle mojada, corriendo a la fábrica donde trabajaba Manuel. Okay, so that is it for now. I have a little video of something that just came a little days ago. So if we can play that now, but this is just an invitation to use all the devices that you have in your body in order to give yourself some time, re-energize yourself, and give yourself time to know what you are feeling, what you're experiencing. So just to translate what is coming is, it was just a thought that I had some days ago. It says, the thing is that I better run away. The weight is broken and there is no more sense. The plans built fall respectively down a cliff. I belong to the new day. The wounds smell like fresh soil. So if you can play that. Thank you very much.
Es que creo que mejor me arranco. La balanza está rota y ya no hay más sentido. Los designios construidos caen dignos por un barranco. Pertenezco al nuevo día. Las heridas huelen a tierra fresca.
Thank you so much, Mai. I mean, we literally have goosebumps, and the multifaceted person you are, it truly makes me think that how much I missed you and the talks and the experiences of Melton. Thank you so much for bringing it out. Art and music are part of one huge umbrella called expression. Living moment to moment is what we learned today from Mai's performance. A swelled and flow through her love for art comes alive to remind us of the mindful living we all need to practice. Thank you once again, Mai, and we couldn't have asked for a better performance to end our first ever open mic by the Melton Foundation. With that, we have done with all the beautiful and amazing artists for the day. And for I have a few closing words which I want to share. And thank you for everyone who's watching this on YouTube live stream, and it means a lot for all of us. This open mic was done with the intention of bringing people together, but just not uh, through words or actions, but through art, which especially is one thing a lot of people need in this pandemic times. Art is one thing that which we forget can calm a person, bring them closer across boundaries. Without language is not a barrier, and as you saw today, we all felt connected to one and another. So this is important, and we would like to share. And if you have any questions or anything that you want to collaborate, ask, or connect with the Melton Foundation, you can always write to us. With that, this evening of celebrating intercultural diversity through a myriad of performances comes to a close. We would like to thank each and every one of our fabulous artists for the time and all of you tuned in. We hope you had a good time. The Global Citizenship Week is just getting started. We have a full week ahead of opportunities to participate in tunnels, workshops, and more. The link to the GCC week will be put on the chat window. And thank you all once again for taking out your precious time and coming and encouraging all the artists and us and making sure this world is a better place tonight. Thank you so much once again.